Back here on SportsLine, time to take our first call tonight. Brian on line 2. What's up, Brian?
Oh, hey, I almost dozed off there. I wanted to say, so Mecklenburg's our number 2 guy, quarterback, right?
Who?
Our number 2 quarterback. Who is it?
It's Matt Castle.
Matt Castle.
Yep.
Okay. Now, I'm not. If somehow, I don't know when most trades are made. Right after the season ends, or in the middle, or the beginning, or
I believe the trade deadline's like the week.
But if we were to, or there was to present the opportunity of it to happen, what would a scenario where? Now, everybody freak out on me, where if Mariota was to be, I don't know, the contract was to be traded, or somehow, I don't know, the other team would pick up the contract. Because, I don't know, I think the front line is going to be great. We got 11 receivers. If some of them don't work out, they can work out in the specialty teams. The defense, I think, is going to be good. I think there's going to be some long balls thrown against San Diego. So, I don't know. What would a trade look like with Mariota, and who could we get for him if we were to?
You want to trade Marcus Mariota?
Well, if it was to happen, what would the situation look like?
Well, first you got to answer this for me. Why would you want to trade Marcus Mariota? He's a franchise quarterback entering his second year. The upside is through the roof. Why would you want to trade Marcus Mariota?
Well, while there's still, hope, some people say, well, he's going to be great. Maybe if you get somebody else that
Who?
might be, I don't know. I'm just.
He's your franchise quarterback, Brian. He's your franchise quarterback. He's the guy you have to build around. You can't win in this league without a franchise quarterback. Why would you want to trade Marcus Mariota? You must have a reason why you want to trade him.
I don't think he's going to. I don't think he's going to. I don't think it's going to work out. I don't think he's going to work out. I think he's going to fail, and I'd rather get to.
Why? What makes you say that, Brian?
Yeah, I'm serious. I hate to say it. I mean, I hate to bring it up, but I don't think he's going to work out.
Why?
I don't see it. I think he's going to be a big.
What don't you see? Is it?
And I think the rest of the team.
Wait, Brian. What don't you see from Marcus Mariota? What makes you? He set rookie records last year for passing yardage, touchdown passes.
Right. How come you can do that and still lose? They're still losing.
You have to build around him. It takes time, Brian. But you have the one thing that you need to have to win in this league. You have a franchise quarterback, and you want to trade him for who? Who do you want to trade him for?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm asking you. I said I don't think he's a franchise quarterback. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm wrong.
All right. But, thanks for calling, buddy. Appreciate it, Brian. Here's Mike Malarkey after practice.
The guys are starting to itch for that preseason game, kind of a light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, it gets a little rough when you're beating on each other day in and day out. They've had, it's been a little bit of a grind with a Monday night scrimmage, come back in the afternoon, not even for 24 hours, and then another practice less than 24 hours. I mean, I was a little concerned about this one more than any others because this is the hard one, the third one, and it may not have been the fastest start. We finished strong. I think they responded well. Tomorrow will be another good test with another padded practice, but I think they're ready to hit somebody else. There's no question.
Like, what didn't you see from Monday's scrimmage from the offense that you'd like to see in this first game?
Again, it's difficult when it's not live. It's difficult really to assess everything that you would in the game. Again, I'll go back to the penalties and the time of the penalties. There's really no good time, but when we got them there, and really your focus got to go up in the red zone, and that's really where we hurt ourselves the most. I was more disappointed in that than anything.
Sharks' third down numbers were really good in Miami last year. Is that a reason you brought him here?
Yeah, I mean, he made a lot of plays. I mean, before he was injured, he made a lot of plays, and explosive plays, not just the third downs that he was good on. There was a lot of big plays. We just like his catching ability, and what John and I have been saying from the beginning, gets open and catches the ball, strong hands.
You've had, big-time receivers in your stops around the world. Is it important to have that guy in a critical situation who kind of know the ball's going there?
Yeah, it is. I know as a play caller that you like to have the trust that you already know to get the next play ready, because that's the belief you already see that it's going to be a third down situation. You already know you're going to make a first down because the trust is just there. Not just from me, but I know the quarterback. The trust factor is huge. But it is. You can get into a flow when you know you have guys that you can rely on in situations, especially third downs. You can get in a very good flow calling plays.
Can that be developed before the season gets here, or does that have to happen?
I think it's out here. This is what training camp's all about. I think this is where you develop and grow with your team and your offense here. It starts here.
Get a good idea how many series you want to get with the first team on Saturday?
We're going to talk about that probably tonight in our staff. I still haven't talked to the coordinators about it. I have an idea of what I'd like to do. It'll probably go more my way than. But I do like to listen. You know, I'm not right every time. I like to take all the input I can and use it if it's possible.
When you have still a second-year quarterback at Mariota, do you tend to give him a little bit more time than you would with a 10-year veteran?
Well, it's not just that. It's we've got some new receivers that he's going to be working with. It's a new play caller. There's a lot of new, not just Marcus, that you may want to see a little more. But again, that'll be talked about.
You talked about wanting to get him to run and incorporate that more into the offense this year. Do you try to get that going in the preseason, or is that something you don't want to risk doing?
We're going to talk about that as well. We probably not to the extent that we're going to do during the season. We're getting a really good workout here. We're having, specific drills are all designed just for runs for him. So we're getting a lot of work out here. If we need to run them in the preseason, I'm not. Again, we're still game planning. I don't foresee it to be the extent as a regular season game.
The new guy Mariota's getting used to is Tajay Sharp, and he's been able to climb up the depth chart ladder very early. Is that more on him, or maybe the other wide receivers not doing as well as you would like them to?
I think that was Tajay coming in here, not being intimidated by the NFL, by the guys that are lining up across from him. He hasn't been intimidated whatsoever by anything. Everybody's talking about when the pads go on, can he beat press? It didn't shock me that he wasn't capable of beating press. He's done everything, to earn that spot, first of all, and he's nothing to lose it. So,
is he pushing the other wide receivers?
I hope so. I hope so. I'm hoping that's the case. If that's not the case, they're probably in the wrong business.
Are there a couple things you want to see out of Marcus, not just Saturday, but over the course of the entire preseason?
Ball security would be one of them. We've had, a number of times ball out in the pocket. I'd like to be a little better with that. Obviously, that has a big difference in outcomes of games. I'd like to, a little bit more, let him take control of some of the drives. With, again, I don't know how much we'll do in the preseason, but really it's more the turnovers we've been harping on, and probably just that.
How eager are you to see what this overhauled offensive line looks like against another team?
I think everybody's pretty eager to see it. I think they're anxious to show themselves off what they're capable of doing. They've worked really hard, really well together. I'm anxious. It's hard to do it in a scrimmage. When the lights go on, we'll find out about these guys. I have a good feeling about them.
You and Marcus both, I guess, mentioned ball security as an emphasis. Is that just more awareness in the pocket, two hands on the football? How do you keep...
It's everything. It's the awareness, the rush, the stepping up in the pocket. It's the two hands on the ball. It's knowing when to get rid of the ball. When there's nothing there, get rid of it. Go to the next down. It's not a negative. There's a lot of things that go into that, but I know we drill it to death. So when it comes to game, it's been drilled a bunch.
He talked about that heading into the off-season program, how that was one of the things he'd like to focus on. Has he gotten better? He still needs to improve, or is it how does it compare?
I think you're going to find out when the games start, because we're so adamant about staying away from the quarterback. They're taking wider rushes. They're staying away from him, which we want, and he's doing a good job. You can tell he's aware of it. You can tell putting the ball in both hands, the stepping up. But until there's a live rush, we'll really find out about does it all go together when it's full speed.
rookies in the secondary, Kevin Byard, a guy that has he lived up to what you thought he'd be?
Kevin's going to be a special player, I think. He's got a lot of confidence in his play, really confident. I love the way, he's not afraid to talk. He's not afraid to, he's got a little strut when he makes a play. I think that's something, that's like a receiver that says, you can't cover me. He's got that kind of mentality that you can't beat me, as a safety. And he's shown it. The one thing I think about him is I think you're going to get a core special teams player as well. We're going to get a lot out of Kevin.
Mike, Marcus was saying he was looking forward to see Ken Wisenhunt on Saturday. Obviously, you've had a relationship with Ken as well. What are your thoughts on his return?
I'm looking forward to catching up with him. I've seen him since last season. We saw each other at the Combine and the Senior Bowl. We've spoken many times. I'm looking forward to seeing Ken.
All right, that's head coach Mike Mularkey getting set for preseason game number 1 for the Titans against the San Diego Chargers Saturday night at Nissan Stadium. One more full pads practice tomorrow, then a private walkthrough on Friday. And then it's finally time to play a game, a preseason game, but it's football nonetheless. Time for another break. When we come back, we're going to hear from the man that Brian wants the Titans to trade, Marcus Mariota. Hey, Brian. Stay off the weed. We'll be right back.